like this.
What are you guys doing for the public this weekend?
We are doing a celebratory month, honestly. We teamed up with the Treasure House for our concept is local, fresh, fast.
Of course, the jar with, well, you recognize the man on this jar, hun?
Yeah, he looks a lot like me, actually.
He does look a lot like you. And Treasure House is a project you guys have been working on for a while. Talk to me about the partnership between your organization and memories with your dad. Do you guys have any pizza eating memories from growing up?
Well, we actually...
For today, about the time people can start coming in to get their free pizzas.
4 o'clock kicks it off for the 50 free pies. 20% all weekend long goes for marinara jar.
The end. I mean, I know that's not pizza, but those look fantastic.
Come on down and try one out.
Okay, so you can get your sweet version of the pie and the chocolate chip cookie, or get an angry. Guys, head out this weekend to My Pie, and a part of the proceeds go obviously to a great cause, and tasty pizza to boot. We'll see you guys later.
All right, Christy, thank you.
There, you're going to go from pizza.
Again, you can see it now. It's kind of getting in my mouth and kind of hard to talk and hard to keep my eyes open, you guys. So it's getting really, really bad out here.
Highs, though, for today, 82 Flagstaff. We'll get to 95 in Sedona, 90 in Prescott. Get to 108 in Gila Bend, as well as Lake Havasu, Quartzsite, and Yuma as well. Our forecast highs, though, here for today in the valley will all be pretty seasonable. Take a look. We had really extreme heat this past week. We should be at 105 this time of year, so a lot of us reaching that, some of us slightly above, like Ahwatukee, Maricopa, and Goodyear coming in at 108. And we'll keep those partly cloudy skies today, again, with thunderstorm and rain chances in the area. And just so you're aware, here's a look at our 7-day forecast.
Stilling to explore in the valley, and Jason Grossman.
The first product we came out with ran.
Public can come for tours. Where does it all start?
It starts with the grain. We'll take about 2,000 pounds of grain, yeast eats those sugars, and it turns it into alcohol out of it. It's 26 proof mash. Once that's done fermenting, we'll bring it on over to the stripping still here. Call it a stripping still because that's exactly what we're doing. We're just stripping the alcohol out of that. It'll go straight from the still to one of the bottles.
Hey, can you fill her up for us?
Sure.
And for those who want to come and see this, and
when I have hard days, you know.
You've got to test the quality and make sure it's a good product.
It's R&D, exactly.
Research and development, absolutely. Yeah. Jason, thank you so much for joining us today. Guys, Arizona Distilling Company will have details on our website about where, and as he said, you can book a tour, come on out, and guys.
Far and how widespread this damage is, but as we continue to head north, we are finding a lot. We are on 40th Street and Acoma. Can't control the crowds out here. We have 6 downed power lines out here, and you, Jody, were in your home about 11 o'clock last night. Yeah. What happened?
We decided to step outside to watch the storm. We quickly ran back inside because we realized it was quite powerful. We stepped away from the windows because the wind was very powerful. Lots of rain, lots of lightning, thunder. We look back outside and half of our backyard.
People without power, according to APS. We know this area has been hit really hard. The apartment complex behind us, you guys, were being told, flooded, a lot of downed trees. So people here tell us that they've really never seen anything like this hit this area, maybe further north, but definitely not out here. So they're all kind of out here trying to assess, trying to figure out what's going on, and
about 1 inch to 1.5 inches.
Fast forward into about 9 o'clock in the morning, we start to see those storms redevelop across eastern Arizona. Then they fill into the White Mountains and the Rim Country. We'll have enough moisture in place to keep the threat of storms in the valley through your Monday evening. But headed off into Tuesday, kind of a transitional day. We'll start to get this flow out of the west. It's some drier air, and this is going to start to eliminate storm chances for the valley as we make our way.
Continues to make its way from the far southeastern stretches of the state up to the north valley. That moisture is going to continue to push through Arizona tonight into tomorrow as this low makes its way from Sonora, Mexico into Arizona. Gold Canyon seeing a little bit of that rainfall, and over the next hour we're going to see that continuing to move to the west, and some more rain and plenty of lightning out there expected for us here in the valley, just like what we saw overnight last night. Gusty winds out there tonight as well. You'll see some of the strongest winds when gusts are down into Tucson, registering 40-mile-an-hour gusts at this time, and we've seen gusts in excess of 60 miles an hour. Snapshot of some of that wet weather that we're seeing moving up into Superior, starting to see some parts of Florence and Coolidge out into the reaches of Gold Canyon, seeing a little bit of that rainfall. rainfall. And over the next hour, we're going to see that continuing to move to the west and some more rain and plenty of lightning out there expected for us here in the valley, just like what we saw overnight last night. Gusty winds out there tonight as well. You'll see some of the strongest winds when gusts are down into Tucson, registering 4.
Look them up, you know what I mean? But you guys got to get there, okay? Otherwise, you don't know, okay?
Now, here's what's even hilarious about that is, you know, his father lives in Scottsdale, and you may see him in the audience.
Oh, Vince Vaughn's father?
Yeah, he's
I didn't know that.
He may have just seen that impersonation.
He's like, wow, that sounds like my son.
About right. So besides doing stand-up, you're on a couple of Fox shows,
Big
too.
shows, big shows.
Yeah, I play Cousin Mike on Raising Hope.
It's out there blowing winds, so we want to be aware of that. Our forecast highs, though, for today, we'll get to 108 here in the valley, 108 in Gila Bend, Quartzsite, and Lake Havasu. We'll be at 97 in Kingman and 85 in the Grand Canyon today. Taking a closer look at some of our highs here in the East Valley, we're all going to be in triple digits. Seasonable temperatures, though, we should be at 105, and we'll keep those partly sunny skies here with chances of thunderstorms and rain dropping in the area. West Valley, very similar conditions. We'll all be in triple digits.
Some folks that work as lifeguards out there.
Guys, it seems like in the middle of a sweltering Arizona summer, the pool is just about the only place that you can cool off, assuming it's not